Welcome aboard. Hey, Postal Dude, how are you doing? Welcome to the Tower of Time. I just need to finish setting it up. It's the first time I'm streaming it, so give me a second. This should work. Yeah, it feels like a few years, huh? Good to see you, though. Good to see you. And welcome aboard. So, I would probably need to work with the overlays a bit. So let's remove those. Because there's an introduction video I want to show you guys. It happens as soon as I start the game. And I hope I have the audio volume right. But if you're using headphones, be warned, it could be loud now. Could be. Doesn't have to be. That's the wrong window. Why is it capturing
Steve? I will tell you my story. Our story. What is the reason, you ask?
There you go.
The story needs to be told. And if there is no one left to tell it, its meaning will be lost. Why now, you ask, when all lies shattered around us?
Maximum 2.
Yes. You are right. But we are at the end of times. And when something ends, something else begins. So my story might yet live on in this world. They gave me different names. They called me the hero, the one who sacrificed everything to save the people and the land. They called me the destroyer, who betrayed the trust of all races and brought the end of times. I am both, and I am neither. I want you to hear me, see through my eyes, understand the reasons for the things I have done. And before I pass from this world, I need to be judged.
Ooh.
I need you to judge me.
Oh. Nice. So, the Tower of Time role-playing game. Very new, released in April, I think. And I snatched it up on the Steam sale. So, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what it does. I think I might need to juggle the overlays during gameplay because I'm not sure yet where things are located user interface wise. Let's up the music a bit. This should work out. Audio. Yeah, music cinematics should be similar, but I think the cinematics are a bit higher, so... Okay. Alright. I might have beaten 1 or 2. I hope you're doing fine now, since you were away. 2 endings, at least. I expect at least 2, or maybe a third one. Please do complain if the audio or video setup is not working out, or if you miss anything besides the parrot, because the parrot is there. Oh, hello, look at difficulties. Be Atlas. Expect to die a lot, no. For veterans, no. What? One mistake will not kill you, but a few will. Yeah. I don't know the game. Encounters are challenging. Expect to use slow time or pause. Enemies will use everything they have to defeat your party. Seems reasonable. Enjoy the story, but don't forget about upgrading. Nah, let's take normal difficulty. Oh, there we go. It's louder than expected.
Our land is dying.
Sorry.
And we are dying with it. This was not always the case.
Epic or go home.
Artara was once a place of wonder and beauty. The 5 races thrived in peace and harmony. Then, long ago, something happened. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Something so disastrous, we don't even have a name for it. For when it destroyed our civilization, it took with it all knowledge of history. The past is now lost to us.
I love the drawings.
Our future is uncertain. We are left trapped
And the
in a
voiceover.
bleak and dismal present. The land itself is our enemy now. The weather extreme and unpredictable. Droughts persist for several weeks, followed by floods that wash everything away. Yet our gravest problem is the lack of sunlight. Storm clouds shroud our world in everlasting twilight. Without the sun, we are unable to grow food, and so we struggle to survive this dark world, a seemingly hopeless battle. I look back now to when I was a young boy, living on the fringe of the human domain. While hunting for food, I stumbled upon ruins uncovered by a recent earthquake. A bad omen, normally avoided. But this time, something drew me in.
Okay. Sorry about the very loud cinematic. I need to lower it in the menu, but I still think it's just going to be super massively loud. Apparently because there's a law of nature that says cinematics always have to be 500% louder than everything else in the game, no matter what setting you use. Very annoying. Alright. So now the music is very... What? Let's sue Captain Nemo for destroying our ears. I did warn you guys, though.
Awesome! Just a secco. This gonna be good.
Sit, thank you so much. It's like playing ping pong. Thank you for the host, much appreciated. Welcome aboard, everybody. We are having a look at Tower of Time, a relatively recently released RPG. And I just started up the game, and we realized that the cinematics are rather loud. So be prepared if you're using headphones. Yeah, you know. I'm trying to avoid damage to your ears, but yeah, here we go. So this is the beginning, 25 years ago. The entire morning passed without the sign of a single rabbit. Rarely was hunting so bad in the woods surrounding your village. It felt as if something unnatural lingered in the air, a frightening thought that sent a shiver down your spine as you slowed your pace and gazed through the trees to a scene of total devastation. Yeah, blasting story into your ears to make sure you get something besides all the action. And also for everybody who does not yet know / follow Sid, do so. Check out his channel, an awesome streamer. He has just been streaming Dark Souls in the most relaxed way I have ever seen anybody stream Dark Souls. Great guy streaming great games. So give him a follow if you haven't done so already. That's how you say that. Okay. So the forest laid before you sundered, littered with jagged rocks and vast chasms, the aftermath of the earthquake 3 days past. Pushing back the impulse to flee home, you moved closer. The adults tell stories of the world regurgitating treasures from long ago. Just to look, you convinced yourself, your curiosity shortly rewarded by the sight of a large fissure emitting a dazzling blue light. Against your better judgment, you squeezed through the gap, leaving behind the world you've always known. Oh boy. Down the rabbit hole. And welcome back, Izu. Oh, very nice. Regular Dark Souls streams that I can actually watch. Most people I cannot watch because A, I feel their pain, and B, I don't want to hear them shout all the time. Glad to hear it, Sid. I will try to be there. Because I will probably never play Dark Souls myself. But, you know, I like to watch it. Alright, so how the overlays? Is everything... Am I covering up things? Not really. No. That should be fine. Oh yes, the boss battle is covering up something. Sorry, need to adjust that. Well, maybe Perpetual, current boss, can sit there. Put the Humble logo down there. And have the events in chat on screen? That should be alright. Cool. Yeah. That's what I saw when you played it earlier. Having a plan helps, or you know, getting yourself into a good pace and not rush through the game. So this is us 25 years ago, it seems. What is this place? It looks like a different world. Perhaps I should turn back. The elders are very strict about all the old stuff. If you come across anything strange that belongs to the old times, don't touch it. Don't press any buttons. Don't take any crystals. Come back and tell an adult immediately. Also, welcome Wolfsoul. Ahoy. Ah, they are scared of their own shadows. It can't hurt to look around. Okay, so there's a map, there's a menu, and we have a very humble radar. Let's try it like this. Yeah. Absolutely. I can zoom in and out. I think this is alright. You can switch on and off the compass if you want to. Oh, that's a large signpost. Gardens of Sorrow, 3 miles. Hebden Car, 9 miles. Ostwick Bridge, 14 miles. Those names mean nothing to you. Wow. Rather deep down. For an abandoned cave, it's rather well lit. As you approach the statue, its eyes flicker with life and it speaks. Welcome to the sanctum of the first Magus. Please state your business. I just want to look around. The first Magus awaits you, Ambassador Chunstable, representative of the King under the mountain. What? Who? No, wait a second. I'm just a boy from the village. I was taking a look around and then there was you know. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. That's usually when you are getting alarmed. Izu. Wait a second. Let's play some. Maybe I'll just go back the way I came. Please, stay where you are and do not be alarmed. The Sanctum Guardians will escort you to the administrative captain. Resistance is not advised. You wait apprehensively for a moment, but nothing happens. Okay, I can breathe again. Nice statue. It's got a top hat. I want a top hat. Streaming with a top hat is kind of hard, though. Hey, Perpetual, thank you for the host. Much appreciated. Below you lies a large throne lined with immense luminescent crystals. As you peer over the edge and focus your attention on one of the larger blue crystals, a faint voice calls out. Secret ending. You have to wait for 2 hours. Why didn't the alert go through? Maybe? No, not sure. I'm going to restart the Streamlabs session just in case. Yeah, it was an auto host, but usually it does go through anyway. Not sure, but I'm grateful, and welcome everybody watching from Perpetual MM's channel. We're playing Tower of Time, an RPG released this year in April. As you peer over the edge and focus your attention on one of the larger blue crystals, a faint voice calls out. How do you do a mysterious faint voice? I cannot do that. Fear is the gatekeeper that turns back the masses. Have courage. Your destiny beckons. And this spooky face. Who are you? What is this place? Come to me, the time is nigh. I should really not. A powerful desire to leap off the edge of this precipice to the throne far below washes over you. Sweat breaks across your brow as you force yourself back step by step. The voice vanishes, but the irresistible urge to reach the throne remains. You look around for a safe way down. Those look like mechanism things. Let's have a look around. That's a large library. Oh. And what are those? This one is on the Switch also. Cool. It's on sale at the moment on Steam. Doesn't help your case, Izu, right? Oh. Look, a boy approaches. That's probably not how Stone Guardian is supposed to sound, right? Yeah, it's from a studio called Event Horizon, I think. There you go. If you want to know more about the game and don't want to wait until I get there finally, you can check out the homepage. It's from Izu's homeland. The music is also very, very nice. Another human after all this time, but a mere child? He doesn't have the skill to survive this place. And yet, he has come this far. Perhaps he is ready. Ready for what? This is all premature. He must develop the power, or else others will manipulate him. Yes, I sense it now. Are you capable, boy? Do you know magic? Magic? Of course not. I'm just a hunter. A hunter, but of what, I wonder? Tell us, do you always know where to aim your bow, even with your eyes shut? Enough, leave him be. He doesn't understand. Besides, he poses no threat. Yet. Yeah, let him pass. Let him see for himself. Very well. Go ahead, boy. Embrace your fate. Yeah, that's very spooky, but I'm a very brave boy, apparently, so. A beautiful armor made of pure gold. It shines as if polished yesterday. The first Magus Elthrador held office between 4 and 39 of the 5th era. Rows upon rows of dust-covered books. You must tell the village elders about it. Perhaps they will not be mad at you then. I think they still will be super mad. Zoom out a bit. Okay. First Magus Helena held office between 152 and 200 2 of the 5th era. Okay. Oh, the guy with the fancy hat. First Magus Aldrus held office between 130 140. Oh, wasn't in office long. Same era though. Bit of a cave in there. Oh, cobwebs. Please let the first enemy not be spiders. Oh, that's the throne. Ah, boy, you are still a child, and yet you heard my call. No, not boy. A boy. A boy. You are still a child, and yet you heard my call. How can this be? Tell me. I don't know. Please let me go. I'm scared. I just want to go home. Yes, I can sense your fear. But this fear does not rule your heart. There's something else. You are different. As I once was, so long ago. You are inexperienced, your ability undeveloped, but there is no mistake. Such dormant feral raw power. An indisputable match. I don't understand. There is much to explain, and where I have the will, I do not possess the time. I grow weaker by the moment. It took all my strength to raise the tower again, and I must rest now. In time you will forget this place. You will grow strong and skillful and find a position in your world. For this, before I release you, I must entrust in you an insatiable desire to return. I feel kind of strange. What are you doing to me? For someday, many days from now, you will return to this tower. Seek me in its depths, and on that day, when my power has recovered, we will talk again. Please, just let me go. Forgive me, boy. You will come to understand, I promise. The memory of this meeting will vanish from your mind once you leave this place, but you will return as surely as a seedling reaches for the sun. Go now. Run. This place is not safe for a child, even for you. Learn thyself. Give thyself to the world as I have. Return when you are ready. I'm not really good with the voices, sorry. And that's the volume I meant. So sorry. So sorry about that. The cinematics are extra loud.
Descending the stairs led me to a crystal throne which glittered with swirling light. I felt strangely compelled to approach and sit. As I took my place upon it, a sudden torrent of light enveloped me. The illumination overwhelmed my senses. I grew nauseous and weak, but before I lost consciousness, the throne ejected me to the floor. I fled and told no one what happened, for fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village, for this was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, to convince myself it was my overactive imagination.
Sorry.
But the visions that followed said otherwise. Every night, the nightmares came. Their torment highlighted my confusion, as each morning I remembered little, fragmented images, words which made no sense, nothing more. I would have thought myself mad, if not for the strange, incomprehensible symbols I often drew in the sand. Proof that forces beyond my understanding were at work. People in my vicinity kept their distance, and I think they feared me. Over time, they learned to tolerate my unusual nature, but I was always alone, left to brood and ponder my strange fate.
That's a tough fate.
One winter, it all came flooding back to me. I realized the crystal throne sat not at the bottom of some ancient ruins, but at the top of a construction incomprehensible in scale. That the ruins were not ruins of some lost city or ancient castle, but a single massive tower buried deep within the earth, and buried upside down. Some unexplainable force had lifted the construction into the sky, rotated it, and driven it into the ground.
What?
In that moment of clarity, I knew one thing above all others. I had to go back to that place, for the power within was the one thing that could save Artara. Years later, I found myself a commander in the last human kingdom's militia. The king, a just man and good friend, granted me a favor for my years of loyal service. I had but one request: a small force of men and resources to return to the village of my birth and explore the tower. Preoccupied by an eroding empire, the king held little interest in ancient ruins and towers. He did, however, see the reclaiming of a long-abandoned village on the border of an ever-shrinking kingdom as a boost to the people's morale. He gave me what I requested, and his blessing. So here I am, returning to the very place which has haunted me my entire life. It is a desolate place now. Time has not been kind to my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away.
Probably.
Yet the tower remains just as I remember it. I am in awe of the power within, and perhaps fearful. The men and I are setting up the camp in the village, while Cain and Maiev, two of my most capable warriors, will scout the tower. Once again, I feel its call. We must uncover its secrets. We must find a way to reach the power within. If we fail, it will be the end of us.
Okay. I'm very, very sorry about the very loud cutscene. I should put a warning into the title. Because this is now the music volume. You can probably barely hear it. And in the menu, it's the same setting as the cutscenes. Yeah, the narration is really, really good. The narration is good. No, in the very beginning of the cinematic, it was super loud. And the volume of the narration was fine because I reduced the game volume in Windows to 15 of 100. Yeah. So I will try to lower the volume setting for the cinematics in this in the game menu. Set it to 40. 35. 30? 30. And hope that the next cinematic will not blast our ears off. And welcome to Joe. Good to see you. Okay, so I'm also there with Cain and Maiev. That's what he said. At long last, just as impressive as I remember. I've never seen anything like this. Such green, healthy-looking plants. Whether by natural or enchanted means, something about the soil here produces abundant life. The key to our salvation. Whoever returns with his secret will be king of all Artara. Or queen. Is this the secret we came for, my lord? New crops? I don't think so. No, there must be something else here. Where there's one secret, there may be others. Yes. The profit, I mean the potential here could be limitless. Yeah, what she seeks is obviously money and power. At least she acts like it. If you seek to uncover the secrets of this place, then we will do so. Maeve and I will scout the area before you proceed. No need for unnecessary risks. While appreciated, your concern is unwarranted, my old friend. After all, I survived this place as a child. But you are no longer a child, my lord. You are our commander, and we swore an oath to protect you. There may be outlaws or raiders lurking. Scoundrels are of no concern. I'm well aware, Lord, is a skilled fighter, but this is a matter of regulation and duty, Kay. I shouldn't have to remind you of that. A commander's primary task is to command. Ours is to obey, and in this instance, assure his welfare. Maeve is right, of course. We cannot afford to lose you to some unforeseen danger or a long-forgotten trap. Allow us to clear the way and provide safe passage. At your discretion, old friend, but be careful. I recall an unease about this place. Strange mechanisms and statues of stone and metal, and something about the crystals. It is difficult to recall. The more I try to remember, the less clear it becomes, as if some will beyond my own works against me. I will return to the village now. Call for me once the way is clear. As you command, my lord. Normally I would allow the lady to go first, but duty calls for the strongest arm and the keenest combat sense to lead. Get behind me and stay close, fair maiden. She will probably hit him on the head now. This is going to be a long journey. Did you already forget what happened last time you kept calling me that? See? I knew it. Alright, so tell me more about Milord. You've known him far longer than I. Well, for one, he wasn't highborn. He earned the king's respect and his position through service and skill. I had been in the King's Guard just over 5 years when he first joined. A formidable fighter and quick learner, he showed immediate potential. But he often had this odd, distant look in his eyes. So odd. To tell you the truth, it spooked me. It spooked most of the other men. And what of this tower? Does he truly seek a way to heal the land, or are we on a fool's errand? When you have spilled blood with a man on the battlefield, you know his mettle, Maeve. I don't know what awaits us here, but I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's seeking in this place, he believes it will help us all. That's good enough for me. Okay. Saving the game. Going to the menu. Reducing this to 20. 10? 15? 20. And that's half the volume from last time. It should be fine. I'm gonna do a manual save here. So it begins. Boring name for a save game, but I will try to improve. What is this? This broken statue is made of smooth, glass-like stone, the likes of which you have never seen before. Next to it there is a wooden sign with an inscription. Here at the fringe of the great northern forest, wise travelers seek the boon of Rathchok. Whisper to her the name of your dearest, and gain grace of the willow and strength of the oak. Rathchoke, maybe? Maeve snickers. What's the matter, Kane? Don't think it'll work if you whisper your own name? It feels like a rather naive superstition. Besides, we have no time to waste conversing with a lump of rock. Let's go. Maeve mumbles. Sheesh, lighten up, Shield Guard. I was just joking. Okay. Also, that looks pretty. Just saying. Captain Keen Eye spotted the gold. By the great spirits, what is this? This water is so clear you can see straight through it. It tastes sweet too. The merchants back in the city world would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below. Have you ever seen fruits like that? Yeah, the world above is pretty much destroyed. Your champions find a scrap of vellum half buried in the soil here. They can barely make out some of the faded text. I have traversed this vast cavern 5 times over and know now that there is no way out. What have they done? Well, all the people. I was sitting with the quartermaster, praising the gods for the fine price being offered for my crops. The next moment everything went dark. I awoke after who knows how long to find the middle of the page is ruined, but a few lines are readable. Elanya and I know I will never see our little valley again. I kept the seeds from one of our plum trees and have planted them in a good spot with plenty of water. I planted 3. 1 for you and 1 for each of our children. Oh. But that's a plum tree. If a merchant would pay a week's wage for a pitcher of that water, they'd give half their wealth for one of these things. Careful. Eating strange fruit can have unexpected consequences. You didn't have any second thoughts about drinking the water. Here, take a bite. They are amazing. I'll take your word for it. At least one of us will be clear-headed if they turn out to be poisonous. Yay. Loot! Is that a frog? By the sound of it, it must be. What are those? Oh, undead. Looks like you were right, High Courier. Outlaws, up ahead. Something's not right. Why are they just standing there? One way or another, I'll get them to move. Get behind me. As Cain and Maeve come closer, their torchlight reveals fleshless soldiers of a long-dead kingdom. Those are no outlaws. By the great spirits, what are they? Skeletons! Oh. Interesting. So this is an encounter. Prepare for battle. We've got risen warriors, risen archers, and risen adepts. Different damage values, armor, health, resistances, skills. Details. Physical damage, target is slow, movement speed fast. Okay, if you want more details, you can get them. Earth damage from the poison arrow. Yeah, that's 20 damage altogether. Wow. Okay. Battle mode. Defeat a small group of what appears to be walking skeletons. I could change the party, withdraw, or fight. Fight. Okay. So, in this game, you can choose if you want to pause the game or if you want to go for what is a very slow motion to make decisions. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm picking starting positions now. Battle has not yet begun. I'm picking starting positions. So she has got crossbows. I think. Unit positioning. Position your units. Move Cain to a position where he can intercept enemies He has a high armor and can take a lot of punishment. Keep Maeve in the back so she can deal death from afar unchallenged. Let enemies come to you. Don't rush. Wait and observe. In Tower of Time, the reflex does not matter, only your tactical awareness and observation skills. Cool. Your champions generate threat when dealing damage. Melee attacks generate 150% threat and some skills generate extra threat. Enemies attack targets with the highest threat. Each enemy has its own hate list. When they are switching target, it is indicated by a monster icon. This one. Here, one enemy is breaking from Kain and moves to attack Maeve. Maeve. I'm always going to call her Maeve. In tactical mode, which is enabled via the spacebar, you can see red lines showing which champion is currently targeted by each enemy. This is very important. This is a very important part of the combat. Let Kain do his job, make all enemies focus on him. You can switch between slow time and pause in the menu. Slow time is recommended for a more dynamic experience, I guess. There are 2 combat stances that affect how your champions behave on their own. An AI. Stand ground. Units will never move by themselves, which is useful if you want to group them together for an area heal or an aura effect. Or you can set them to move and attack. They will automatically attack the closest enemy moving by themselves if needed. Some skills require a second click to confirm the cast anywhere on the screen, like buffs, while others require marking the target area and then confirming the cast. Enemies in range of the skill are highlighted. Do not waste mana needlessly. Don't. It regenerates slowly in early game. Use skills efficiently and maximize the number of targeted enemies. Certain enemy skills will target the ground. Like a fireball. A red circle shows an area of the impact. Move your champions outside the range, interrupt the cast or break the channel. Certain effects like blind, daze, stun, freeze, as well as gravity effects. Oh, I like that. Do that. The key to victory on higher difficulties is to use both the battleground terrain and skills which affect the map to your advantage. Ah, that's cool. Look for choke points and natural obstacles. If your champions are low on health or mana, withdraw them to a safe location until they recover. Cool. Yeah, intercept. Okay, let's... Arrow barrage. Shoot multiple arrows at closest enemies. Is that the range for all skills? Enchants the weapon. Oh, cool. Yeah, he's switching targets now. What's that? Smokescreen. Stone wall. Oh, you get a bar that shows how many enemies you still need to defeat. Generates additional threat and damages the enemies. Okay. This reminds me a bit of Kin. In Kin, you also had this slow time in combat. Nice. Victory! Okay, stats. More stats. Loot. Very good. Ah, you go rest, Izu. I'm glad I could show you at least some Tower of Time. And, you know, first impression says I'm going to play more of it soon. Very soon. So rest up and see you soon. Take care. If I had not seen them with my own eyes, fought them with my own hands, dead risen from the ground, what evil is this? Such undying determination. Look, there's the severed arm still twitches, intent on continuing the fight. I'm just glad they fell easily enough to blade an arrow. Perhaps we were just lucky. Next time withdraw further back. Your bow is of no use too close to the front line. And your presence only distracts me from the battle. That's so. We've just dispatched the living dead and you lecture me over tactics. Really, Kain, sometimes you take your duty and rank too far. After all, you thought they were ordinary outlaws and led us right into them. Alive or dead, they were no match for my skill with the blade. Whatever you say, Kain. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Should we go back and tell Milord about this? Not yet. We have our duty to complete. Let's continue and see what lies ahead. Oh, equip items. Yes. Inventory is shared between all your champions. Each hero has a basic set of equipment. When you remove any magic item from the character slot, base gear is automatically equipped. That's cool. If an item cannot be used by a given champion, there are class restrictions. It is marked red. You cannot sell items, but you can destroy them to recover some resources. You cannot sell items. Good to know. Itemization is very rich in Tower of Time. There are several statistics which can be attached to an item. Next to an item icon, there are several small grey boxes. Yeah, those. Which indicate a number of possible upgrades in the item forge. It will be explained later. Yes. Why not explain it then and not, you know, it's a bit... As far as tutorials go, this is pretty deep. And probably could have been divided into a few more steps. Like, you know, explain the grey boxes when it's time to explain the grey boxes. The number on an icon... Ah, this indicates the item's tier. Each item can roll either a prefix or an affix, or both of them. Yeah, okay. In the example below, one of the weapons is of sparks, which adds air damage, while the other is jagged, which adds bonus armor penetration. It's well explained, so that's a good thing. One example of specialization is that two-handed melee weapons have cleave damage in %. When you attack an enemy, the % of the primary target damage... Well, a percentage of the damage done to the primary target is also applied to all enemies in a cone area in front. Ah, okay. Translation is probably not 100% precise. As you get access to higher item tiers, new statistics can roll, some of them even with negative impact. That doesn't really sound like an improvement then. Okay, so we've got Kain and Maeve. Oh, it should at least give the character name in the inventory. It's kind of hard to see which one you picked. You have 3 unused attribute points. You can see the effect of each point by observing the numbers on the right hand side. Detailed descriptions available. Confirm by clicking approve. Kain the shield guard. Maeve the marksman. Right? It should, just in my humble opinion, it should say Kain or Maeve there. Oh, skill points also. Each skill has 2 enhancement paths. They usually differ significantly. Crowd control versus destructive. Mastery influences certain parameters of the skill. This is indicated by a number. In this example, base effect of the skill is 3, but with mastery effect it is 4. Yeah, okay. And that's probably the number here. Holy! Okay, but it's just, yeah, okay. You get a detailed view of each skill on the left. I like the dash thing. So this is a mastery bonus. Ah, that's mastery here. I thought mastery would be on each skill separately. Oh, nice. I like this. Base value, total value. This seems to have, you know, some additional levels. It very much feels like pen and paper role-playing setup. So I got 3 points. This increases the skills. If you got more than 10 mastery or 10 or more mastery, you regenerate mana in combat. At 10 plus, it decreases cooldowns. Armor and magic penetration. Resistance increase. Okay, very cool. You can reset attributes for the purple stuff here, which you get by dismantling items. Makes sense. So, I would go ahead, improve skills, speed, and might. Since we can heal, I will go for life later on. I'm not really sure where I see the actual change, because it says here damage plus 20, but I'm not going to do 40 damage afterwards, am I? Radius is increased by +1. Hold strength is 8. Okay, the short description does say so. Maybe you just don't need the don't see the outcome. Okay, you can refund if you don't want. Oh, look, the symbol changes. Cool. It actually is +20. So if you have the mouse over tooltip, you actually get the +20. It's wow, that's good. There's an alignment. Ah, this reminds me of my Baldur's Gate adventures. The general attitude of each champion towards yourself, which is the main character, the main quest, and also towards each other. I like this. The alignment is influenced by critical choices. Yeah, it's heaven. I like it. It's probably, you know, if you are new to this genre, it's not really inviting, is it? I guess, well, if somebody clicks story difficulty in the very beginning, this tutorial should not appear at all. I'm not sure if that happens, but that's what I would do. This tutorial is very, very good if you play on hard or higher difficulty. But I think on story and easy mode, you really don't need this tutorial. I could also just click through it to get on with it, but I like tutorials and I like to judge them, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I said earlier, like with little steps when things actually happen. Like more on that later when you will face the first of such choices. Why not skip this until it actually makes yeah. It's a decision you have to make, I guess, when you make a tutorial. Do you want to put it up front or do you want to slice it? I mean, it does only show you all the tutorials if you click on this stuff, and I tend to click on all the stuffs. So it's kind of my fault. Upgrades! I want the arrow barrage to be one that blinds enemies. Let's save the game. That's... no punctuation on these. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh damn it, I should have totally... Oh, come on. Oh. That looks dangerous. Let's go this way. Whoever this was, they must have died very long ago. The bones are clean, if somewhat dusty. Clean. Like somebody ate it. There are the remnants of a bone next to this skeleton. Apparently there was little game to be found. I don't think... Ah! I like the animation there. Just popped and hopped a bit. What? I'm not sure if that's a good idea to go there. Different question. Is F5 the quick save? Yes, very good. And we've got a journal. Nice. Oh, another statue. Weary this world can be, and many's the hour that men's minds do bore. So lay your hands on Malpusia's feet, and be regaled with tales of yore. Regaled? Okay. Is that like honored? Is this some kind of a game? Why do those statues talk to us with silly poems? Maybe it's just the ancients' manner of writing, or maybe their locks are opened by spoken command. Each of these statues could be a secret treasure vault. Let me give it a try, who knows? The second. Aye, tell us a tale, spake the... Great spirits, I must be losing my mind. Did you hear that? I did. What is this? Place your hands on it if you want. I'm not touching that thing again. The fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man. Tell us a tale that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling bellies. Spake the second. Aye, tell us a tale. Spake the third. I'll tell ye a tale. 'Twas a dark and windy night. 3 men were sat around a campfire under the starless skies, patiently awaiting their suppers. Yeah, entertain, yeah. To be treated. A story. As the wind whipped the flames, the fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. It's going in a circle, is it? Your champions listen for some time, soon realizing that this is the story that will never end. Oh. It's a trap. No, it's not. A glass bow of carnage. Magic penetration, skill power increase, crit chance. Oh, this one has stun, daze, and blind. That's a disabling one. I like that. Yeah, it's magic. The parable of the little brother. Throughout our town, I am strongest in mana. So to the south, my past must be. My horse is packed, my farewells said. Yet my big brothers will not look upon me. They say that I abandon them, that magic changes men, and I swear I will not leave till they face me again. A remember me ring. The statue is clearly different from the others, carrying a burden on his back. It is as if it were going somewhere. Oh. Okay, so that's the battle symbol on the map. The gate is locked and your champions see no lock of any kind. Ah, you can turn them around. The big brother. So he will not leave until they face him again? That's what it said. Didn't even see the gold. Okay. But where will he go? Oh. Click on it. Damn it. Ah. Kind of a classic, the statue riddle. The Garden of Sorrows. 10 mana points, regeneration, and +1 mastery. He didn't get anything else, so. Reach the throne. Scout the way ahead. Your party has opened the locked gate and retrieved an artifact. Yes. He looks kind of more dangerous than the other ones. A dead knight. He's got 2 of these symbols here. And a magi spirit. I really like the portraits of the enemy. A group of dead knights and magi spirits are standing idly here, observing you with their dead eyes. Be warned, it will not be an easy fight. Dead knights are heavily armored, while wraiths can drain life of your champions. Yeah, okay. So, move. Combat stats. Auras are very important. Certain skills project an aura around the caster, marked by a yellow outline. All enemies or champions in range are affected. Multiple auras stack. This is indicated by the blue circles below the character. Ah. Yeah, okay. Draw skills. Use it creatively to cut off the enemies that channel, or encircling one enemy and removing him from the combat for a time. See, I can actually draw like with the finger. That's cool. So if a channeling spellcaster loses line of sight, he cannot target his spell. Hence the channel is broken. Yeah, obviously I didn't pick the magic penetration thing. Oh, that is awesome. I didn't really close it, but gave me enough time to separate them. I really like this system. This is what Baldur's Gate was missing, actually, for some spells. The targeting was a bit off. Let's heal. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Kite them a bit. They are blinded. Should be enough. Nice. Shoot. Oh, this is going to be good. I was kind of hoping for this kind of game. I wasn't really sure. What I saw on the in the trailer and the information I got before buying the game was not really super precise on how the actual combat would feel like. But I did stream Kin. Was my very first stream, actually. And that's a similar game. Small studio from the Netherlands. Party-based RPG with slow motion instead of a pause. Although you have the option to pause in this game. But that was also very, very nice dynamic created there. An undead giant clad in heavy plate. A spirit of the dead draining our life. What madness is this? Perhaps they are restless spirits of times past? Stay calm, Maeve. Your fire arrows proved useful there. Those things do not like fire. We should remember that. Yeah. I wasn't aware. So they don't have much fire resistance, right? I didn't even check, since they didn't pose too much of a threat. Nope, but I saw the gold. Quartermaster. The plaque on the wall reads, entrance to Quartermaster's office, access to floors 1 to 3. Quartermaster, eh? We should investigate. There could be information of value within. Value? The door's open. Come on. Just a collapsed stairwell. I can't make out the bottom, but I see a faint glow, faint light below. Too bad the space is too narrow for us. Maybe those skeletons crawled up from there. What if the level below is swarming with them? Hardly a worry. I doubt their weapons can penetrate my armor. In case you didn't notice, I'm not wearing any of your fancy shield guard plate. My life before my comrades, always. The third virtue of a king's champion. You should know me better than that by now, Maeve. Yeah, but still, if you're dead, she doesn't have protect me. Yeah, well, never mind. He doesn't get it. He does not get it. Can I pick her to lead? Like party setup or something like that? Apparently not. Oh, wait. Inside the cave, your champions see an animal that resembles a dog, only it reaches to Kane's shoulders. It is feeding savagely and ignores your party. They walk away quietly. Oh, they stare at it in amazement. Oh. Teleport. A strange mechanism stands before your party. There are some letters engraved in its pedestal that read Gardens. On the other side there is another engraving, barely visible. This teleporter was commissioned by Baracus, master craftsmith, in year 42 of the 5th era. A teleporter. What did it teleport and where? Perhaps it is as old as the old tales say, that the ancients could move over large distances in the blink of an eye. Maybe so, but this one doesn't seem to be working, which is fine by me. I prefer to rely on my own legs to get where I need to go. Besides, the idea of disappearing and reappearing out of thin air doesn't sit well with me. It's very reasonable. Ah, and this is where the boy was. I don't recognize any of these places. There is no way this cavern can be 14 miles wide. This place must have been on the surface at some point. Curious. So much of human history has been lost. Maybe this place will tell us about the events that brought our world to ruin. Reliving the past will bring us nothing but grief. We must look to the future to survive. If any man can see into the future, then I trust that man will be our lord. If this place is indeed a place of power, the only question that matters is how will this power be used? I hope my lord's intention and our own actions by sworn loyalty are honorable ones. Only the spirits are all-knowing, Maeve. All the rest of us can do is live each day with duty and honor and cling tight to our ideals, no matter what the day brings. Yeah, he's sort of a paladin, isn't he? I'm seeing a lawful good character popping up here. The chasm below the bridge seems to be endless. Your champions can make out some vague structures deep below, but they are too distant to even guess what they might be. Something that sets this game apart, because it has a lot of similarities with existing games, but something that sets it apart in a very, very nice way is not only the very enjoyable music, and the, like Sid, you mentioned it, both the music and the lighting. But what really sets it apart is the way it tells a story. From the very beginning to up to this point, it changes your perspective on what happens, which is, I think, really, really good. It nearly is like reading a book, with a tutorial and massive stats thrown at your face in between. Have a great night, Sid. Thank you so much for the host again. Much appreciated. Also, thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy the first look at Tower of Time. And now take your time and sleep. Have a great weekend. Take care. It does look very interesting. I'm going to stream it. The next spot for this will probably be the 9th of July. Because that's when I will add another day to the streaming schedule, and this is just the right game for that. On the Tuesday, this will happen starting July 9th, every Tuesday. So you can keep looking at, because it's an interesting one. Yeah, taking notes. I'll put it in the schedule also, and I will keep reminding everybody that I will do that. Take care, Sid. Ah, it's the weird statue again. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. Do not resist, says the friendly statue with the top hat. It also has a, I think it's a clock in its hand. It has some Alice in Wonderland moments, this game. Another talking statue. What is this place, and what is a Sanctum Guardian? I don't know, but it sounds dangerous. I just hope whatever this is, it is long gone from this place. I have bested men twice my size and twice as fast. I doubt this place holds anything more challenging to face me. Oh no, he shouldn't have said that. Kane jinxed it. Quest log updated. Yeah, the entrance to the tower has been reached. And the floor looks amazing. Look at it. All the details. And for everybody who's got a keen eye for gold. It's a two-handed weapon. Yeah, it says so on the label. So I could either go with an upgraded shield or a two-handed weapon. Ah, somebody threw off the vases. Look there, throne forged of pure crystal. This must be what my lord is seeking. The architecture here is beyond words, indeed. Those windows glow with golden light, yet it must be far past dusk in the world outside. Do you feel that, Kane? My skin is trembling. I think it's coming from those crystals. I feel it too. Let's look for a way down. Let's save the game. Also. Oh. Another ranged weapon. Man, the choices. Armor penetration, health per hit. Health per hit. Neat. The stairs are magical. Unbelievable, look at this creature. Forged of stone and crystal. You never mentioned meeting this all those years ago. It's just one. Perhaps it is one of those Sanctum Guardians. I don't like the look of it. Let's find another way around. There's no time for sneaking around in shadows. We are on official business. This creature will yield or face my sword. It's a very stupid thing to do. The creature appears heavily damaged, with large portions of its stone surface chipped away and fractured portions of crystal pulsating with bright purple light. Turning its head toward your champions, the creature emits strange high-pitched sounds, slowly at first, and then with increasing frequency. I think it's trying to walk. I wonder if... The creature suddenly shifts position, raising its giant arms as if to strike. It would seem we are not welcome in this place. Alright, if it won't let us pass to the crystal throne without a fight, then a fight it will receive. With this much damage, one hit of my sword should shatter it, whatever it is. Less talking, more shattering. I'm right behind you. And please, spare me the lecture on tactics this time. Yeah, maybe it's, you know, just magical stairs. That's just it. Yeah, I've got the maximum amount of armor penetration here. Magic penetration, however, would help to pierce enemy fire resistance. Apparently. Let's keep this one. It's a good one. Broken golem. This golem is leaking purple light from every surface. Its companion must have tried to repair it, but the damage was too extensive. There's another one here. Why does it want to fight us? And why does it have this red thing there? A thing made of stone and crystal is blocking the way. One strong hit by Kane's sword should shatter it. It cannot pose a great danger being so damaged, can it? It barely moves as it approaches your champions, leaking crystal light from all over its body. Could be the boss fight symbol. Oh, that's a cool arena. That's where you withdraw. And this does look like there are reinforcements coming. And I like the sword. Oh. Go, go, go. Oh, it is damaged. That's far enough. Oh. Summoning little things. Oh, stunned. Let's use fire. And keep it. I would need to flank though. Yeah, boss health. Let's hope that the enemy nice move. Like that. Need to shoot that still. Yeah, so much about no threat. Some threat. Maeve. Right here, I'm okay. That was a close one. My sword is less effective against those things than I expected. Maybe you could ask my lord to part with his fire sword. An elemental weapon. Excellent idea. Though doubtful he would relinquish such a fine weapon. Very doubtful indeed. Oh. Random gold piles. But since I cannot sell anything... the path to the throne is clear. We must tell the Lord at once. Or do we? Oh, there he is. The Crystal Throne. So many times it appeared in my dreams as a child. Though I have no justification for it, I feel as if reunited with an old friend. You feel a strange compulsion, the same urge you felt all those years ago, drawing you to the throne. You hesitate for a moment, resisting the pull. It's far easier than you remember. And then you sit with swift determination. This can be good. A jolt of energy rushes through your body, overwhelming all your senses at once. Sight, hearing, smell, touch, even the taste in your mouth seems 100 times more sensitive. As the feeling subsides, you realize with awe you are no longer limited to the senses of your own body. You can see, hear, and feel as each of your champions sees, hears, and feels. Are you alright, my lord? Yes, I need just a moment. Kane, Maeve, though I have no explanation, I can see through your eyes. I can even hear myself speak through your ears. And that must be uncomfortable. Magic. Are you sure it's to be trusted, my lord? To speak plainly, I'm not. But a great power resides in this place. I always suspected this, and now, sitting atop this throne, I know for certainty. I am pulled toward it, to a place somewhere very deep beneath us. If it is here, we will find it. Just give the command. Hold on a second, Kay. Can you tell us anything more about what this power is, my lord, and what we can expect to find below in our search for it? Unfortunately, I cannot. I am filled with a feeling, nothing more, a sense we are running out of time and that the power in this place is our best and last hope. As to what lies below, this is as far as my childhood journey brought me. Whatever you encounter below will be as much a mystery to me as it is to you. The command is given, my old friend. But before you go, I have something for you. Kane, take this. I found it many years ago in a ruined city. It has served me well, but will serve you better now. Fire sword? Ice sword? Or a fancy helmet? Your champions can select one of the items. Oh! It's a sword called Chance. Magic find? A chest plate of elemental resistance. Oh, this is so very old school. I love it. Do you remember those adventure books? Choose Your Own Story, Choose Your Own Adventure by Ian Livingstone and what was his name? Steve Jackson? Where you would take notes in the book and roll dice and stuff. You always had to decide what to do next, or sometimes you had to fight enemies or find ways around enemies. That was really cool. And the game has some of the charm of these books. It's really... yeah, I'm really fond of that. Let's take the sword Chance. As for you, Maeve, this heirloom has been in my family for many generations. It saved me more times than I can recall. Put it to a good use and bring it back when you no longer need it. Mana regeneration. Poof. There are the stairs that lead below. Everything is at stake. We can't fail. Go now and look after each other. The stairs of doom. Ah, it's a one-handed sword. That's good. +1 speed. And a shield. And it is a fire sword after all. Surprise! Earth damage. Life leech. The combination of skill power increase, a crit chance, and magic penetration makes for a very effective bow to use fire arrow with. But stun, daze, and blind are very effective with the barrage. I think. Interesting. Sword of Fire and Amulet of Mana. Ah, limited. Okay. Stuff and things. I'm not really creative with the save game names tonight. Sorry. This statue is unlike the others. It has very fine features and seems so lifelike. You're expected to leap from the pedestal at any moment. An engraving at the bottom reads, First Magus Proteus. I feel as if living eyes are set upon us, watching your every move, our every move. You mean by this statue? I feel it too. He's pointing towards the stairs. Perhaps we should not disappoint him, shall we? Yes. First a voice beckons, now a statue points. This is very ominous. Hey SK Sin, welcome aboard. What are the names for your save games? 1, 2, 3, 4? I do that sometimes. Oh. Imagine coming down those stairs. I would be afraid to tumble down. After over 2 decades, you come back to the tower, the place that had been drawing you inexorably. That's a tongue twister. Inexorably. Since that fateful day so many years ago. You sit upon the crystal throne. A very familiar feeling comes across you, as if you had done it all your life. You probe the surroundings with your newly found senses and marvel. You move your attention to Kain and Maeve as they descend a seemingly endless flight of stairs. You can see through their eyes and hear what they say to each other, as if you were a ghost, floating right above their heads. The ancients must have been powerful indeed to have commanded magic of this type. Yet for all of their might and refinement, something happened that crushed their civilization, leaving a broken land as your heritage. You are jealous of the thrill of adventure as you sit here while your friends are walking into the unknown, yet you have no choice. You must stay here and reclaim the surface. However, you also have a feeling, a premonition, that you need to stay here, or this mission will surely fail. You shake a gnawing feeling of dread at the immense responsibility you must now bear, and you focus your senses only on your party. They have reached level 1 of the tower. Your quest begins. Ah, it says level 1. I like that. Ah, so you were using the default names for the save games. Welcome aboard, by the way. Hey, SKC. Maeve is smiling. What's the matter, Kay? A little too much pheasant and ale last night? You look a little out of breath. I counted almost 1,000 steps. A simple task in light leathers. And I hear bats. Next time you wear my armor, bear my shield, and carry my hefty blade, and I'll carry your little bow, and then we'll see who's making jokes at the bottom. Thanks, but your armor wouldn't fit me, and I'm afraid a lady's bow needs a delicate touch. Thanks for the offer, Shield Guard. As soon as you are ready, then, our grand adventure awaits. Okay. So, another difference. It's a dungeon crawling thing. Wooden crates and barrels. Searching through them reveals nothing but dust and cobwebs. There's a wooden rack. Scattered papers crumbling with age. Your champions sift through them but find nothing of interest. Ah. Before your party stands another teleportation mechanism identical to the one seen above. This one, however, glows with blue light as its rings slowly rotate against the sound of grinding stone. But I hear the sound of fluttering bats only. The plaque on the bottom says entrance, direct access to the gardens below. Welcome to the tower. A teleporter which links to the one we saw earlier above. Yet it reads below. Oh, very strange. Especially since all the stairs are built in the right way. We should go back to my lord anyway and inform him access to the tower is unblocked. Now you want us to use this teleporter. What did you say earlier about preferring your good old legs? That was before we had to descend all those steps. Fast travel. You can fast travel between locations using teleporters. Once you click on them, a map opens. Blue circles show the locations of any teleporters you have visited and activated. So you need to activate them. Let's need to remind that. Zu lazy, wa? Kein Thema. Okay. Return to the city. To return to the city now, click on the city icon located on the party screen. What? Top part of the screen. If you have enough gold, you can train your champions in the barracks. Ah, so that's what you need gold for. Why is it green? Oh, just the light, okay. Oh. Okay. What's that? Your champions are startled by the sudden appearance of a strange hooded woman with metallic wings. Blue light shines from her eyes and crystals embedded throughout her body. A trail of blue particles lingers in her wake as she moves. And I'm gonna shoot those bats in a second. It's the Tower Avatar. Greetings, travelers. Who are you? I am the Tower Avatar. What does that mean? And what exactly is that? I am aware of all things that transpire here. I can feel your footsteps fall upon the stone floors and hear your voices echo through the halls. I am the tower's eyes, ears, mouth, and hands. What it needs, I provide. What I need, it provides. We are one and the same. Kinda cool. So you see and hear everything we do in here. That's just creepy. My creators were powerful magi. They first constructed my body, the tower itself, and then later crafted my mind. They gave me the power to assume this form so that I might defend myself. Against us? Probably. Then you are a guard, duty-bound to protect these halls. And look at the blood smears on the ground. Ooh, well met, Avatar. Be at ease, as we mean you no harm. My name is Kane, and this is Maeve. You do not have the power to harm me, but I appreciate the intentions. Kane, tell me, why are you here? What do you seek in my tower? We are here to reach the lowest depths of this mysterious structure and learn how and why it has appeared within our lands. So be it. I will not stop you. Explore this level as you wish, but be warned. A strange power has awakened old spirits here. The dead roam restlessly through my halls. Those bats are a bit silly. Fluttering. Oh, okay. We have already encountered them above. Are there a lot of them here? Yes, there are many and becoming more difficult to contain with each passing day. Stay vigilant. So, a benevolent tower spirit thing. What looked like a trail of blood from a distance proves, on closer inspection, to be a strange crystallized essence. It's not blood. It definitely looks like blood. Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. I am at the entrance. Zoom in. Level progress. So that's for level 1 only. Forge, fountain, chest, point of interest, teleporting device, battle, and blueprint / scroll. Okay, there's crafting. Nice. Return to the city. But I'm not sure how to return to the gardens. Because, you know, oh, they weren't active, were they? Ah, okay. I was wondering how they would present the city. If it would be a whole level that you walk around, or if it would be like this here. Visiting locations. The keep. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters altogether. For the king and Atara, and a little profit for the pocket. Yeah. The library, that's okay, that's the journal and so on. This is where you train. How much? 200. 10 health, 9 mana, 3 attribute points, 4 skill points. Ooh, wow. There you go. Back. Blacksmith. You do not know how to craft more powerful items. Discover this knowledge in the tower. The armory. Current max hero level 2. After upgrade max hero level 4. Ah, okay. So the armory is used by 3 heroes. And if you upgrade the armory, you can increase the maximum hero level of those 3. That's an interesting system, isn't it? There's little need for expert warriors when the greatest enemy is the land itself. You have the knowledge of some basic fighting techniques that cannot be improved further. What skills are known are taught here through rigorous, repetitious drills. However, you hope that you will find some tomes describing martial arts used by the ancients in their war against the enemy. So I would need a blueprint for the armory and 100 gold to upgrade. Okay. Enter tower level 1. Pick party members. Okay, and then you need to decide for a battle party of 4. You don't play 7 characters in battle. I was a bit afraid of that. And if they have different alignments, that has an effect on the party altogether. So at the moment I get 3 armor from Kane and 4% attack speed from Maeve. I have to say, this is very promising. Okay, so dismantling green ones gives you green resources, and so, yeah, okay, that's not rather complicated, is it? Let's do a quick save. Damn those bats. What does a fountain do? Fountains are scattered across the tower. If one of your champions will decide to drink, his or her statistics will change. The effect can be either positive or negative. Looking at the fountain and the waters inside is a good indication what kind of effect you can expect. Each fountain has a predefined effect, not random. Not random. So looking at the fountain and the waters in it. Oh, the avatar again. Not taking the chance that the water could be poisoned. Wise choice. There are some relics here that might have undesirable effects once you use them. However, this fountain is pure. The magic contained will strengthen you. That's very helpful. She's watching us from the shadows. I don't like her, Kay. She is a guardian of this tower, Maeve. It is her duty. Be content that she means us no harm. So this looks blue. Can I review the tutorial? Nice. Tower level bestiary per level. Tower level bestiary page 1. Cinematics. Okay. Health plus 10. And we got 3 points over here. 1 for the life. And I think 2 for might. Nah, 1 for mastery, 1 for might. Okay. Skill tree. Can I take both? Longer blind duration, definitely. No, I can switch. So increase blind duration on the smoke screen and push back on the arrow barrage. Ah, look at this. Crit chance. Oh, this needs 3 points. Then I'm gonna refund that one. Costs 10 extra points and does extra damage. Yeah. Level 2. The current maximum hero level, right? Yeah. Cool. Aha! Let's explore a bit more. This looks dangerous. A beautiful golden tree. It is a wonder how it has survived so deep underground, indeed. And all but dead. Arcane steel boots of carnage. Ah, okay. So the basic items show you the picture because they are class limited. Okay. And these blue ones can have 4 additions. This can have 1. This can have 3. This can have 4. This gives me +1 mastery, 3 crit chance, and 5 health. That's really good. I think. I'm not really 100% sure. Another frog. At the edge, your party sees a small orange frog peering up at you, totally unafraid. They silently bid the creature happy hunting and move on. It might be a dangerous magic frog of doom. Be careful. A digging site. The shaft leading into dark nothingness below. It does not seem like a mining operation, rather an attempt to reach the level below. You didn't miss any multiplayer Grim Dawn, SK. I switched to Warhammer Inquisitor for the time being. Oh. That's a huge, large sword of destruction. 10% all versus 8 all and 14 earth. Better. But that looks interesting. Those pipes installed in the wall draw underground water and channel it to the fountain. And miss half of it. At least we have plenty of drinking water down here. Yeah, absolutely. Toolbox. The skeletal remains of whatever was guarding this box lie strewn around it. Your champions look inside, but it is empty. See, that's what I mean. The description is like, you know, you are actually, as a player, the guy on the throne, and you get the story from through their eyes, and that makes for a very nice perspective, I think. Pants! Finally some pants. A minus 5% fire resistance, but more earth, water, air resistance, and 2% extra skill power increase, I think. Might be worth the risk. So much death. At least these skeletons aren't the risen. These bones are caked in dust and look brittle. Whatever happened here took place a very long time ago. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind from the far end of this room washes over your champions. Can you hear it? I could swear I hear a whisper carried by this wind. It is too faint to identify. Oh. Perhaps it is just my imagination. No, Kane, I hear it too. The place is eerie. Too much like walking through one of those ruined cities in the night. I think we're going to meet some more undead. Somebody's still reading. It's journal. The Ruined Tower. Day 33. The 33rd of Devras Prime. 125 AS. The children ate the last of our dried meat 2 days ago. Our bellies are filled only by the water we have in such abundance. Indra lost her little daughter and her mind around the same time. No one goes near the place where the little cairn is that covers the body. Scared by the blank stare of the mother standing silent watch over her beloved. No word yet from the expedition. It has been almost 5 months now since they departed to seek the descent to the floor below. We all pray to the old spirits that Sleeth and our people return soon. I fear the dark places that some may be drawn to in the nightmare that lies between hunger and death. Even I am troubled by thoughts of which I cannot bring myself to write. People lived in this place. 125 AS, that is almost 900 years ago. It must be authentic too. I haven't seen anyone refer to the calendar with initials since I was a child. After all, no one remembers exactly what it stood for. I've heard a half-dozen different meanings. All Saints, Age of Surgo. We have lost so much. Even the proper passage of time eludes us. We should look for more notes like these. If we get an understanding of this place, we might find out the whereabouts of any valuables. And she's still out for the prize. Mind your duty, High Courier. I thought you left your past behind once you joined the King's Guard. History. I mean, valuable information. I swear. Okay. So there's something up here. But this definitely looks like a trap. Are those... Oh crap. Are those the children? Hey Zeffity. Yes, absolutely. I absolutely like it. It's a very well presented story with a very adjustable amount of tactical combat in it. I'm playing on normal difficulty, and there is easy and story, and then there is hard and epic. So you can decide how much of the quite large amount of stats you want to look at. So if you're in this for the story, you will get a good story. If you're in this for the story and I would say classic role-playing game like combat, where you need to be aware of most or all of the stats, you can choose. The game offers both, or, you know, all the options. It has crafting, got skill trees, which you can modify, got alignment changes. You play a battle party of 4 characters out of possible 7, 2 of which are available at the beginning of the game. I'm not sure if you can always get all, or I don't know. The user interface is working very nice. Mouse over tooltips are pretty good. The tutorial is a bit much in the beginning. It's very upfront, but as you can see, characters are described in a very good way. The dialogues are written well. The story is presented, like I said, in a very good way. You've got cinematics, which are very loud, be warned, but nicely done. The art style, the graphic style is really cool. The lighting is pretty. The music is awesome. And in my book, that is at least a very, very solid classic role-playing game. One thing that is specific, in the battle, you can choose if you want to slow motion, to slow the game down, to make your choices, or you can pick in the game options. You can say, okay, as soon as I press space, I want the game to be paused, like, you know, in Baldur's Gate, for example. I would say Dragon Age Origins is similar. Presentation is completely different, but the gameplay might be similar. But yeah, you will see. Let's see if we can find a battle very soon. You will see the difference. Dragon Age Origins lives from the story lives mostly from the character interactions, which are very well presented, of course, in Dragon Age Origins. And you don't have to read as much as in Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter Nights. Tower of Time is more towards Neverwinter Nights, Baldur's Gate in that regard. But I think the battle might be considered closer to Dragon Age. It's kind of hard to say because I haven't seen too much of the battle. Maybe it's an in-betweener. Skeletons half risen from their graves. The claw marks on the ground indicates that they had been climbing out on their own. Oh crap, this is grim. Because this is what we read earlier. The children died. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's this? He's moving! Why is he moving? As your heroes approach the statue, they are struck by its sublime craftsmanship. Warm to the touch and vibrating, it feels as if something lies hidden within. Something of significant power. That's a stern-looking highborn if I ever saw one. I bet he was really wealthy. Perhaps it is one of the great spirits worshipped by the ancients. Look, there's an inscription here. To those who would seek the boon of Sindros, 3 things I require. The need must be dire, the purpose true, and the supplicant must speak his name. Sindros? Like the Sindros month in winter. Perhaps the two are connected. Easy enough. I'd say our need is dire and our purpose true. Well, you know what I think about touching magical statues. Go on, lay your hands on it and say his name. Who seeks the aid of Sindros? I have taken many souls since I was last addressed by a mortal. Where is thy offering? Oh, that's bad. Offering? Figures, there's always a price to pay. Here, I suppose I can lose one of my rings. Place it at the foot of the statue and see what happens. Sindros is angry. You dare to defile my sanctity with your trinkets. Such things are meaningless. The dead have no need for riches. The dead? Are the risen you're doing? I am not dead, child. I am death. Ooh. Do not worry. You will know me for what I am. All mortals of this world will know the everlasting embrace of Sindros one day. As for the risen, they are an affront to me as well. What is rightfully mine has been ripped away. Blasphemy. Bring me a living thing as your offering, and I will give you a boon in due return. Then you shall have the means to deal with the risen. Do you take bats? Got enough bats. Death. What madness is this? I've dealt with a lot of shady characters in my time, but entering a pact with a spirit claiming to be death, there's not enough ale left in all of Atara to convince me of that. You're right, my Ave. But then again, we are on our own down here, and his offer to help us get rid of the risen appears genuine. I think we should make use of whatever help we can get. Sindros asked for a living thing. I'm not sacrificing an innocent animal or person to this statue. Of course not. But perhaps you think too big. Perhaps anything will do. A mouse or a small insect might do the trick. Great. Now we're chasing dungeon vermin. Let's look around then. But I'll leave the catching to you. Your champions find an ornately shaped piece of metal. Upon closer examination, they discover it to be a key, split in half. Master craftsmanship. We should find its twin, and the lock it fits. Indeed we shall. Oh, this is disturbing. Not only is the ground disturbed, but it is also disturbing. A type of mushroom your champions have never seen before. Its tendrils clinging greedily to the dank stone. Okay. And this? An odd piece. Row upon row of empty shelves. The cracked wood and makeshift reinforcements tell you they must have been filled with heavy boxes. Yeah, Zephyr, you're most welcome. Your party traversed the bridge, each step tentative. There is nothing but darkness below. Does it break now? No. It's the very beginning of the game also. So some things I can only guess at. But I found what the game was offering on the in the trailer and the announcement quite good. So far I haven't been disappointed. Wrong item for this class. Oh, we cannot use that, can we? Interesting. Did I spend all the points? Apparently I did. Good. Quick save. A magic brazier. The brazier burns bright. Yet there seems to be nothing fueling the flame. Tong is getting tired, apparently. Oh, this looks bad. This fog must be what's causing the dead to rise. A farewell note. Next to a skeleton you see parchment with an inscription. My beloved wife, I can no longer endure walking through this cursed place. Without you, I have nothing left to live for. Besides, with me gone, there will be more food left for the others. May all-knowing Rithora absorb our thoughts so we can live together in her memory. Oh boy. This is a very sad place also. This area is clearly not a part of the original construction, whether from the ravages of time or intentional destruction. The walls of the tower have collapsed here. They have indeed, and there's another golden tree. A healthy branch from the golden tree might be a suitable offering to Sindros. Do we have one in the inventory now? Yeah. Well, let's try. It's very dangerous, I guess, to deal with death. But I don't really want to offer him the frog. It feels wrong. We met a nice little frog earlier. He didn't talk. Offer a branch. The statue shudders in dissatisfaction and does not even speak to you. Clearly your champions have offended Sindros with such a meager offering. To defy death and to anger death are two different things. Quest completed. Don't we get another chance? I'm totally getting the frog now. It's gone. I would actually like it if the game would not give me a second chance. It's kind of cool to have to decide. Oh, there's a battle. So, battle in this game. You have encounters with enemy groups, and then the battle is triggered. You see what you're up against, approximately at least. And then you can change your party to adjust, withdraw, or fight. And if you click fight, you get an arena, which roughly resembles the area in which the encounter took place. And then you can pick your starting positions for your party members. You can activate them by the hotkeys. 2 is the shooter, 1 is the melee fighter. You can get a quick overview by hovering over your characters. Same goes for the enemies. These are bonuses you get from your character's alignments. Amount of enemies defeated or number of enemies defeated. I think this would increase the speed. I haven't even tried that. I'm going to start. So, real time, slow time. If you don't like the slow time thing, you can go for a pause. So I'm going to position my archer over here. Oh, that's forfeit. Don't want that. Restart the battle is an option. So if you feel like you made a bad decision, activate fire arrows. Crit chance increase, yes. You don't need to pause or slow it down. Hey Oxytropis, welcome back. You can just play it in this speed. No problem. You can play it in real time if you want to. And just if you feel the need to you know, like right now I would like to charged there. Like that. Dodge that. Okay, that was too late and the wrong character selected. Ah, that's it. That's a target-seeking projectile anyway. Okay. This outline is the range of the ranged attacks. And I'm gonna block that. Shoot him. Attack him. That should be fine. Double back. Oh. Didn't see that one coming. I think if you play this game on normal or a higher challenge level, you probably need a slowdown. Okay. Encounter completed. You get a summary. What you did per character. And then some loot. Gloves. For our High Courier, Maeve. Very nice background story here. Ah, a beautiful waterfall. Its heavy mists fall on your champions' faces, refreshing them. Yeah, but the undead. What do we do about that? I feel a strange draught from this wall. Yes, I feel it too. A hidden passage, perhaps? Look. Touch the stone here. He's always telling her to touch the things that he doesn't know, right? He's a bit of a... He's scared. Squinting and listening. Strangely soft to the touch. I haven't come across any mechanisms like this before. Wind from the wall. So many books in one place. I knew a priest who had 5, and he was considered a learned man for it. This lot is probably more than all that we have on the surface combined. Books. What a bore. Those that do not remember history are doomed to repeat it. What? Something my lord once said. Are you not interested in what we might find here? All this knowledge, lost to us for so long. Perhaps we can find out what happened to our world. Or perhaps the identity of this terrible enemy that the ancients fought long ago. It's not that the right book can't fetch good coin, but finding the right one in this mess, if there even is a right one, I'd rather... Hold your tongue, High Courier. Look, there's someone here. What? They're all dead. Oh, no. Someone is alive? Well met, stranger. The librarian is startled. Who goes there? Stand fast, we mean you no harm. Thank the great spirits. I feel much better now. A warrior and an archer. Or is it archeress? What brings you to this place? I thought for sure I was the only living soul in this tower apart from those vile animated skeletons. We are explorers searching this stronghold by the authority of our lord. Who are you and what are you doing down here all alone? My name is Philetus. Surely you have heard of me, renowned historian of our day, relentless seeker of knowledge, master archaeologist, author of a treatise on the elven race. Sadly, we are not familiar with you or your writings. Well, I suppose I should expect nothing less, spending so much of my time with elven and dwarven folk. Elves? Dwarves? You speak about ancient myth as though it were yesterday. There has been neither word nor sighting of the other races for generations. Fascinating. But I assure you, brave warrior, they do not consider themselves myths. A single scholar alone in this place. How do you defend yourself? Where are your weapons and supplies? Beneath her breath to Kain, something just isn't adding up. I survived by the genius of my intellect, dear maiden, though I confess my true sustenance comes from the knowledge of the tower itself. Libraries, such as this. Now, tell me, do you two plan to descend to the bottom, or rather to the top of this tower? Incidentally, you are aware we're standing on the ceiling, aren't you? Kain directed at Maeve. I told you there was something strange afoot as we descended those steps. I just did not realize it was literally underfoot. Looking down, and yes, Scholar Philetus, we intend to reach the bottom of the tower, or the top of this tower, whatever is your perspective. So it's the wrong way around, but people build on the upside down, to quote Stranger Things. Excellent. Then we must come to a mutual understanding. Share with me any knowledge and writings you discover, and in return I will offer my services as interpreter and advisor. Yes, this will be most convenient arrangement for all of us. There's a proofread missing for some of the text. Maeve mumbles. We do all the work and he reaps all the rewards. Mind your place, Maeve. It's not up to you or me to enter into such agreements. Only my lord above can make such decisions. With his consent, consider it done. Splendid. Before we part, I leave you a tome of particular interest. May it help you prepare for the things to come. And then he wanders off. How unexpected. A mysterious stranger in the middle of an unexplored tower, as if pulled straight from a child's bedtime tale. He seemed real enough, and his skills may very well come in handy, but there is something about his manner, something I can't quite put my finger on. If you always expect the worst of people, Maeve, they will rarely disappoint. Philetus has offered his service and given us a gift. I think he will prove a most valuable ally in this strange upside-down place. So Kain does deal with death, weird people, stuff like that. A blueprint. Your champions do not gain experience in combat. That's very different from all the other games we talked about earlier. To gain a new level, first you need to upgrade the class building, which increases the level cap. After the building is upgraded, you can train your champions using gold. And I have found an upgrade for the armory. Cool. The basics of martial techniques. Nice, nice, nice. Can we... What? There's a sword in the back of that one. What were they fighting over? An ancient children's book. Your party discovers a book written in a language that they do not understand. However, they are captivated by the drawings of machines made from metal, wood, and cloth that look like giant birds, yet holding people as though on a ship. Surely it must be a book with children's tales. Yeah, it must be. Maybe we should go past the waterfall. Oh. A closed door? How strange. Why close the passage if there's nothing to protect? Looks like the half key we found fits this lock. I'll bet my life on it. Whoever locked this door is going to went to great lengths to keep us out. Which means I want in. Come on, let's find the other half. That's not a key. What have we here? A piece of coal. But no ordinary combustible rock. Look at these dark red veins. So unusual. I've never seen anything like it. Which makes it rare and potentially valuable. I carry it. So it was a mining operation apparently. Okay, we don't have the key yet. Who are you? That Night Imaging Spirit. Okay, we know those guys. Oh. Stop and attack him. Okay, very nice. Yeah, you can increase the animation speed here. Okay. I was wondering if that was possible. Buy us a bit of time. I need to heal, come on. And this is not as easy as I hoped. Oh, he has no mana left. Yeah, okay. That explains it. And he could probably kite them a lot, but that guy needs to die. Ah, that was down. Perfect. I don't need that yet. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Very good. Yeah. It seems easy. But the enemies can overwhelm you real quick. The extensive tutorial in the beginning of the game makes a lot of sense. I like that. So this is a smaller shield with a lot of air resistance on it. Okay, I don't need it, so I'm going to dismantle that one and that one. Quick save. Ooh. What's that? Quick leather armor. Cool. +1 to speed. Very welcome. Also, very creepy. Ah. There you go. Secrets! Well, that was easy. A simple lever. Brightly lit and in plain sight. It's a trap! This group of vile risen had been easy for you? Judging from what we've seen so far, I have a sinking suspicion that nothing in this place would come easy. What's that, Kay? Little pessimism in your voice, I hear? It's just all starting to feel a little familiar, and familiarity gives us the tactical advantage. Poor guy. Secret area. Oh. Some combat encounters do not follow a linear exploration and are leading to an optional area meant to be revisited later. Also, there are some events where you can weaken an enemy by special means. If you have only Kain and Maeve in the party, untrained and poorly equipped, this group can be quite hard. You can always come back later once you extend your party and get access to new skills and equipment. Let's have a look. He's got 3 of 4 possible skulls. New battle mode, elites only. How can I change the battle mode? Elite race are insulting your party. They are not heavily armored but have a very strong life drain. Break their channel whenever possible. No thanks. But it does limit our chance to explore. We could... Oh yeah, we could explore more down there. And past the library, apparently. A massive door. I wonder what's behind it. Hoist me up a little, help me get eyes on the other side. It is a bit dark, but I can just barely make something out. Some kind of machinery, grinding stones in what seems to be a giant hearth. A blacksmith's forge. A forge? What good fortune. We must find a way to open this door. Kill the bats. That will open the door. For sure. Oh! An ambush. New battle mode. Trap. Destroy the metal cage to free your champion. Enemy forces have trapped one of your champions. Enemies will approach at an increasing rate. Ah? Oh, Maeve is in there. In this combat mode, one of your champions has been locked in a destructible cage. Attack the cage and free your champion before your party is overrun. Find a balance between damaging the cage and dealing with the incoming enemies. Use terrain and skills to mitigate the incoming damage and buy yourself some time. Well, that's cool. Can she help? No, she cannot. I really like this skill. It's putting... Oh, why do they... come on. No poison is no good. Hack. Ah, he could get through with that. I thought I closed it off. Come on, power through. Yes. Knockback effect is nice. Okay, mana does regenerate over time. Oh, saw that a bit late. No, but we should be fine. Yeah. Cool. That's a nice idea, to put some different types of battle modes in. You have unlocked a new set of challenges. What's that now? You can access them from the city, test your tactical skills and specifically designed combat encounters. Win unique enhancements and legendary items. Okay, challenge mode. If you want more battles. That is. Oh, that's this cave, huh? Absolutely breathtaking. Many deadly things in this world are beautiful, Kain. Don't turn a blind eye to the menace lurking here. Those crystals give such little light. It's the perfect spot for an ambush, as we just witnessed before. Really, Maeve, sometimes I just do not know how you walk through life dragging that ball and chain of pessimism behind you. Free yourself of such burden. Face the unknown with confidence and pride. Yeah, and deal with everything and everybody you meet. I'm not a pessimist or an optimist, just a realist. We tend to live longer. Still. Inside this cave, your party sees many colorful crystal formations. Most of them are just forming, but few are already large enough to be useful. Cool, I can harvest them. Oh look, mining carts. Yeah, and I wish I could kill those bats. Flop. An arcane amberstone of minor recovery. Oh, the avatar is back. Hello. Hello again, travelers. Do you want me to remove the annoying bats from the game? Yes? No? I see you have already found a number of crafting crystals. The ancients used them to manufacture and enhance powerful, magic-imbued items. I've heard stories of such items from the ancient times. The blade of Mahan Rath, and the winged boots of Lothray. I figured them from fairy tales. Crystal crafting. We have no knowledge of such things. Can you explain the process? There is a forge nearby designed to meet the needs of the greatest arcane weaponsmiths in the land. It has not been used for centuries, and its hearth is as cold as stone. If you can restore life to its fiery heart, it may offer the answer you seek. Before I depart, allow me to open the door for you. I still think it's a trap. I still think it's a trap. Wait. And of course, Gone with the Wind again. Damn those bats. She's a little erratic, don't you think? Erratic? You assume too much, Maeve. We have no idea how large and complex this structure really is. The responsibilities of duty do not always allow time for simple courtesies. Courtesies, not curtsies. Courtesies. This Forge avatar spoke of sounds extremely... What? This Forge the avatar spoke of sounds extremely interesting. Let's get back there and see if it will prove useful. Maeve nods. It's worth taking a look. Fix the bats. Please. Yeah, there's another golden tree. And this? A mysterious statue. The statue gazes straight ahead with an eerie stare. When your party looks at it, out of the corner of their eyes, they could swear it is... Sorry. Upcoming sneeze needs to be interrupted. They could swear it is observing them. Wow, that was intense. I hate those moments while I'm streaming. It's like a heavy sneeze coming up. Sneeze 0, Captain 1. There's the other half of the key. Unless my eyes deceive me, this must be the second half of that severed key. Now we just need to get into the lock. It opens. Maybe it has a bat killing mechanism. I wonder what treasures await. Sorry, it's just getting ridiculous. Upgrade for the blacksmith. Even if the level of the knowledge found in this book is quite basic, it is way above what your people know today. The blacksmith shop in the city is automatically upgraded to the first level now. You will be able to craft various weapons and armor, imbuing the metal with crafting crystals of different power. Yes. Each champion has a different set of items that he or she can wear and to craft. Select the tier and the item power. Advanced knowledge... Oh. It's driving me nuts. Advanced knowledge of blacksmithing has declined in recent generations. Oh man, that is so annoying. It started when we stepped into this. However, the basics are still understood enough that your smiths are making good use of the text your champions found in the tower. They have learned of various techniques for combining steel with basic magic. Here you can apply low-level upgrades to weapons and armor. We can't park here. It's bad country. Well, we'll most likely have to find a lot more of this coal before we can use this forge. But let us see if we have enough to light it. Yes, no, maybe just embers. By the great spirits, it roars to life. The heat is nigh unbearable, even from this distance. All from a single piece of that strange coal. Your champions can upgrade an item of their choice now. Click on the forge and then move the item over the crafting icon. The magic of the forge requires ample time to recharge. You will not be able to upgrade another item here for some time. However, there may be other forges within the tower. So basic items and the granted super items cannot be upgraded. Quality is green, blue, and then purple the highest. Or white, green, blue, purple being the highest. But I'm not sure if I should... Yeah, it didn't say it can only be used once. It says not in quite some time. I'm just not gonna pick some random boot for it. I don't think that's necessary. Let's teleport back to the entrance. Where there are more bats. No, actually to discover this area here. It's not too far away. Ah, there's another teleport. Adept Archer Warrior, okay. Yeah, readying the weapons. They start up the fire. Okay, this is where they enter the battle, right? And from the back, okay. No, don't walk into that. See, she can take care of herself. Oh, that was a bit too close to the enemy. Yeah. He really does not need much help, does he? Hey, Virtual Chris. How was Path of Exile? The cat with the wings looks awesome, by the way. I could try these. Nope, doesn't work. Oh, I thought it would... Yeah, okay, it did block the projectile. That's really cool. Didn't need an extra 10 damage, but we survived. Very good. Mixed feelings. Not enough good loot, maybe. Protection is good. But in this case, it's one extra might instead of more protection. Maybe I should use the Vampiric Steel Bow. But the disabling power of this one is good. Stun, Daze, Blind are really, really good things. 4% is low, but 3 times 4% is already enough. South Caves discovered. A Jagged Steel Hammer of Poison. What about the dead things, yeah? Nothing, okay. Another golden tree. I'm liking it a lot. It has some very annoying bats in this cave, but that's the worst of it. It's a very neat combination of exploration, storytelling in a very good way, and tactical combat with adjustable difficulty. Very solid. Very good music. I like the presentation a lot. So yeah. Pretty good. This has got a stun chance. It's a very slow weapon though. Yeah, I had it on my wish list and the Steam sale said it might be okay now. Dave, hold up your half of the key we found. I'll place my half alongside. On the count of 3, we will slide them in together and see if the door unlocks. Yes. And there are enemies. A boss. You have encountered your first enemy champion. They are very powerful creatures with a lot of health and various skills that can change depending on their remaining health. Unlike normal battles, this encounter ends when you kill the elite. So you can ignore all the rest. Good to know. Oh, he's the Reaper God. A spirit of a very powerful magus brought back to existence by an unknown force. In life he commanded the forces of life and growth. Now he commands only death and decay. He does air damage. He's got 2000 health, wow. He's slow and has not that much fire resistance, so I should use that. Suffocation Sphere. Decay, Drain Life, Summon Adapts. I would say the combat in this game is even a bit more tactical than in Dragon Age. Although in Dragon Age you can tweak the AI of your party members a bit more. In this you can just say, go ahead, move and attack on your own or stand your ground. But yeah. Ooh. And the battles are in arenas, much like in most Dragon Age battles. Dragon Age Origins, that is. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of entry. Although this looks like this is where the boss comes from. And I know that I will need fire damage. But... oh, he's coming from there, okay. Oh, he drains a lot. Not too much, though. Maybe I can get out of range? Try to dodge that. New boss stage. Yeah, that looks bad. Let's fight. Oh crap. Let's walk past him. Ah, damn, the mages also realized there's another way. Ah, that should help. I think she needs to get away. Yeah, out of range. Come on. It is possible to get out of range. Should have used the vampiric bow for this encounter. Let's block that one. Oh crap. Probably not. Yeah. Cannot switch items here, okay. Maybe if I enclose the boss in this magic wall I have, I can avoid more of the drain. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Ow. That was a bit out of focus there. Move away. Is it not possible? 3. Oh, move. Bloody health drain. I think it's best to fight on. I'm not sure if I can cancel it or anything. Can I get his attention? Yeah, I got his attention. Oh! Ah, that was not what I wanted. Oh, that stopped his drain. But not long enough, I guess. Nasty. 21. 23. Down to 16%. I think it's doable. One more try. One more try. That should help. Ah, that doesn't interrupt the channel. But if I draw a circle this way, that should interrupt. Yes, it does. Okay. Oh, that was very close. Let's get some distance. More damage. What's he doing next? Nasty things. Yeah. Now distract him from my archer. You should still be shooting. Break line of sight, okay. Very interesting. Oh, she's not out of range yet. Too late. Just a bit longer. Go around. Yeah, I think that was enough. Ah, this is good. This is good. And you get some extra puzzles like this in the city if you want to, which is really cool. A new challenge, the resin. What did we get? We got 2 of these rare crafting materials. And an amulet that says Earth resistance, health and mana regeneration plus, movement speed, health and mana increase. Nice. I'm gonna save that. It does also remind me a bit of Arklash Legacy also. You know? I find those games very, very interesting. It's a mix of the classic role-playing game with some minor twists. It's refreshing. The storytelling in Baldur's Gate is hard to top. Or Neverwinter Nights, or Dragon Age Origins for that matter, since we had the comparison earlier. Also, the presentation of those games was very, very perfect, considering the time they were released. But both games didn't really stand out because they had superior graphics. And not just because of their storytelling. Baldur's Gate has lots of combat. Some would argue a bit too much random stuff in terms of combat. Dragon Age Origins got the same feedback. Lots of encounters. Could have done with less encounters. And in this game you have some encounters and the story, and then you can choose to have more encounters if you like the puzzling part. The tactics. Ding dong, the boss is dead. Yeah, I'm getting silly. It might be time for bed. 1 AM already. Your champions finally move within the range of a teleporter stone. When they approach, you speak to them. Me sitting on the throne upstairs, downstairs, however you want to look at it. Do not be alarmed, my friends. I can use these teleporter crystals to carry my voice and communicate with you when you are nearby. I'm quite pleased with your progress. But I must request that you return to the throne room at once. Unexpected visitors have arrived to our city, and their intentions are unclear as of yet. Oh, your party will now teleport back to the throne room to greet the strangers. Elves. A strange delegation has arrived before the Crystal Throne. Elves. A race that you considered extinct, if not a myth, entirely. A tall, pale figure clad in wooden armor apparently growing out of his skin steps forward. He bows and speaks. Elensila lumen omentilmo. However you pronounce that, sorry. A star shines on the hour of our meeting, says Eric. I lead what is left of the Elven Dominions. I am Eric. Eric. A druid, master of earth and life disciplines. My great council has sensed a mysterious power emanating from this area. We respect the sovereignty of humans in the Middle Lands, as we ever will. Yet I beg leave to join an expedition to explore this place. You are very surprised at this development, but gladly accept the offer of your support. You can now add Eric to your party. Eric has joined your party. An elven druid commands the power of earth and attacks enemies at a distance by wand, focus, stone, or staff. Among his many useful skills, he can heal your champions during combat and summon powerful elemental allies. Yes! Druids are most closely attuned to mana among the races, with the exception of the mystics. They were renowned for their subtlety and craftsmanship of powerful items in times gone by. Eric, though measured in his conduct, is fiercely proud of his heritage. He resides in the Mage Tower. Ta-da! You can train him when you find a suitable tome of knowledge. Nice. So, we can upgrade this. Costs 100 gold and a blueprint. Now... Kane can level up. Yeah, I need to find a blueprint to level Eric up further. Maeve could level up to 3 for 250. Maybe I need a tank first. A new skill has been unlocked. Taunt. 6-meter radius. Okay, cool. And I can have 4 active skills out of 8 possible ones. I cannot upgrade Taunt, but I can upgrade Party Healing. If that means I can focus my druid on doing other things than healing, yes. An Ent. More armor penetration, cleave radius, or taunt. So a second tank. Nah, offensive pet. Like that. And the healing totem could give mana regeneration or elemental resistances, both very good. But I have to decide. Let's go for mana regeneration, which means everybody can use more, use their skills more often. Earth Blessing is a party blessing. Extended duration. It increases the party damage, okay. Even further. Or longer. I think the flat bonus is good. Mm. I'm not sure if this is cast speed or not, but I want 10 or more to get the cooldown reduction. There's more to his story. You can read up on that if you want. And we've got 6 points to distribute. This should work. Yes, exactly. And he has minions, which I love a lot. Got 8 upgrade points. So we need the party healing for 40. Self healing is 120. I think that's not necessary. Let's distribute the points somewhere else. I like the stone wall. I like that you can draw a path. It's really, really cool. Reduced mana costs. Short wall not blocking line of sight. Nah. Slow radius. Slow aura. That's cool. Got 2 more points. It's not enough for the dash upgrade. But the pull strength. Well, or less damage and therefore less cooldown and less cost. Oh, I need 4 points for this one, okay. This costs 3. Yeah, okay. I cannot refund this. Nor upgrade it. Okay, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't approve of the points, right? Oh, no. Same here. Okay, you can see the unspent attribute points here and skill points there. So, he can use that, and this one. Huh. There you go. Mastery +1. Might +1. Resistances. Mana regeneration, have a bit of crit chance. I'm gonna dismantle the one-handed crossbow, the very slow club, and the poison sword. I still think the vampiric bow might be good. The glass bow goes. And the armor penetrating crit crossbow with earth damage also goes. Okay. Let's have a look. Blacksmith. There you go. It's crafting, right? Enchanting is something else. Transmuting. Item forging. We don't know that yet. Let's see what's missing. A chest piece for our warrior. Let's do that. We need heavy armor. Powerful heavy armor. Magic ancient relic. Okay, let's craft an ancient one. Apparently we cannot select higher tier materials yet. Craft one. So the improvement is health regeneration 0.3, 2% extra health and +1 might. Okay, and later on we can put 2 upgrades into the slots. This one has 2 slots. I'm going to keep this just in case. Cool. So that's how the town is handled in this game. I kind of like that you don't get XP, but instead have to slowly increase the level cap and thus the complexity. That's okay. It's not cool for every game, but you know, considering this is a very small development team behind it, I think. A job well done. As far as the first look goes, this has been roughly 3-hour stream of Tower of Time, and as far as first looks go, this is a promising one. We did try to compare, or I did try to compare it to Dragon Age Origins, to Baldur's Gate, to Neverwinter Nights, but I think it's on a different level. I think you should compare it to Arclash Legacy and Kin. You know, Kin like this. Also a very unknown game. Let me just quickly fetch it on the Steam store. If it's there, I'm not sure even. Yeah, it is. You can get Kin for €2 at the moment. It's a similar game in some parts that you can enjoy for a very low price. I found it very cool. €2 is not much of an investment, so if Tower of Time is above your budget, this would be similar. Viking mythology with magic. It has also a slow motion option. It doesn't have a pause, but the battle is a bit more dynamic. In Tower of Time, the battle is very focused on finding a way to defeat the enemies. In Kin, it's a bit more like, you know, I need to kill stuff, and it happens. It's a tiny bit more hack and slashy. Yeah, both games I can recommend, I think. This is on sale at the moment for €16. I think it's a good investment if this is your kind of game. If you're not really sure if this is your kind of game, you should probably wait for another sale that says €10. If you're feeling like an experiment, right? But yeah, I like it, and I will stream it very soon, all the way through on normal difficulty, like you know, with this party I started here. Starting July the 9th, I think that's what the schedule says, because I'm going to add another day to my streaming schedule, and that will be the Tuesday slot. No, it's the 10th of July, sorry. Tuesday, 10th of July is the first additional stream day, and I'm going to play Tower of Time there first. I'm going to put it in later on, and then you can check the schedule and see when I will stream it. You can of course also check the Discord, because if I change the schedule, I mostly inform everybody on the Discord before. It's also where we hang out and talk about games. Me and the crew. If I say we, I don't mean me and the voice in my head. But the voice in my head is also part of the deal. But yeah, this is it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. It has been my pleasure to stream this. Very, very interesting. And I also enjoyed my hunting of orcs earlier tonight. So that will continue next week. The Shadow of Mordor next week on Saturday. And the next stream will be Baldur's Gate. Finally, the grand finale with episode 30. Sarevok will get what he deserves, because I figured out the glitch. One of the shape changes vanished into the basement. That is why the quest wouldn't continue on the last stream, if you watched that. Just, that was weird. But I'm going to continue that on Wednesday. So I hope to see you soon. Have a nice weekend for now. And a nice evening / morning / midday. Take care and see you soon. This is Captain Nemo signing off. Ahoy, guys.